who have enriched the quality of the meditation during this auspicious occasion. We all have a common goal, and even as our beloved Master has instructed in the advice, it is very essential for everyone to fix his thought at the very outset upon the goal which he has to attain, so that his thought and will may pave wait up to it. After having had a shower of his immense grace and enjoying the bliss, curiosity as to the source of emanation of this joy is also had by many aspirants. Those who remain silent are blessed doubly. The various types of joy felt by us have been dealt at length in the book Path of Grace. The joy experienced is not any speculative or metaphysical concept, but the joy emanating from the blissful states of mergence. Silence is always the background on which joy rests. The actual imperience is much deeper than these expressions of the joys. The actual silence is beyond expression. But when we ponder over the condition imperience, we find there is a type of awareness of omnipresence of the Master and our own nothingness which grants joy. Another type of joy is due to the awareness of harmony of the self with the Master. The third type of expression of the state of silence is the joy due to the confidence and competence we have in the work of the Master. The fourth type of joy is due to the awareness of competence per se of our own self. The fifth type of feeling of joy we have is after having had an absorbing and fulfilling meditation is just awareness, and the next type of joy arises out of the feeling of awareness of the omnipotence of the Master. In the higher type of joy imperience, we find the joy is due to the remembrance of the Master, which we find oozing out in and outside our humble selves. This type of joy, which is imperience, depends on the level of the aspirant, and though all are part of the satsang, each feels the Master in his own way. This, of course, is possible only because when we are attentive to the transmission. Curiosity surely is a willing, proud, and an eager confession of ignorance. Many who fail to express their imperience are ignorant by choice. However, our attempts to understand the sublime in languages of daily use always fail. Our firm will to reach the goal and our trust in the Master, who assured the divine help, should overcome our doubts. It was categorically stated by the Master that the pull from the center remains always as a one inextinguishable impulse to return to the source. The one thing that is quite discernible from the meditation we have had just now is that we have immersed in a condition of total silence or ignorance, at least partially for some time. Silence, we know, is the language of communication of the divine. It is always described as something beyond the reach of our senses, which are meant for helping us in external behavior. Yet many aspirants try to express the inexpressible and feel desperate whenever their efforts fail. If instead of attempting the impossible, it is better to follow the method of trust in the Master and feel how nearer our way to Him, which is our goal. After an hour of meditation, where we were immersed in deep and inexpressible silence, we can as well contemplate on His traits rather than trying to find meaning to our experience in the words of saints and philosophers. When we find similarity in the expressions, we get into certain catchwords like Advaita Anubhuti, etc. I do get communications from co-travelers in the path that they are experienced wide, trying to find solace that in such expressions they are nearer the goal. The goal that we have chosen is nearest to our heart, even as the Master expressed in many of his writings. The heart where we are able to meditate gives indications of the origin where activity and inactivity join. Master was wondering when he expressed in his book Efficacy of Raja Yoga, lo, the same wonder is what we should have if we feel our nearness to the origin. Yet our mind ignores the nearness and looks at various scriptures and authorities to find the origin, which is our goal, that is nearmost to us, without which we will cease to be. When we examine ourselves to understand the meditation we now have had, we should naturally try to throw light on the transmission we have experienced. Remembrance of the grace of the Master felt is the most efficacious way of owning up what has been poured into us. Master advocates that our remembrance should be in such a way that we feel the thought of remembrance oozing out from the objects everywhere. Instead of wasting our efforts in understanding the omnipresence of the Master through scriptures, we can adopt this easy method of remembering Him in all that exists and feel happy that Master has blessed us with such understanding. Omnipresence is a matter of experience and not a philosophy. I pray that we spend our time in the venue of the congregation not only because it is very hot outside due to severe summer, but because we can feel the cool presence of the Master here in our hearts. Those who are capable of experiencing at will the condition of the fourth and fifth knots, as explained by the Master in his book Towards Infinity and the commentary on it in the Path of Grace, may do so and make the best use of the atmosphere prevailing here on this auspicious occasion. My humble pranams.